Questions from the media. Eric, I saw you put your hand up first. We'll go ahead and start with you.
Yeah, Nico, obviously it's a tough break, the first goal with Brad, but kind of a theme for the club this season is not being able to respond when going down 1-0. How much does that concern you, and what do you see when the club does, the margin for error seems so small and the ability to come back hasn't been there yet this year?
I mean, I'm not agree today with that. I think we responded, but we didn't score. I think it's a big difference on responding or not scoring, because we did more than double the expected goals that the opponent had today. We had a very controlled game, and we had one of those games that, and we could be all day shooting today and having chances that we were not going to score, and them with half of the chance they're going to score goals. And I'm very proud of the team today, because we responded. We didn't lose our mind. We create chances every single time. Before, with a 0-0, with a 1-0, we had a couple of situations to score, and then with a 2-0, we have a couple of situations to score. And in the second half, we completely dominate the game, and we had chances to score. But right now, the goals are not coming in our way. But it will come. Now it's painful. It's really, really painful, because it's not a game that you deserve to lose in the way that you lose, because the opponent didn't do much. But we have to accept that this sport is sometimes cruel, and we're having that moment of cruelty against us.
When you lose a match 3-0 and then come and say that you're proud of the performance, what does that say about where the standard is for this club right now?
I never said proud of the performance. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Okay, no. I'm proud of the guys.
What's the difference?
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Performance, it's the whole thing, And the guys, I would like to turn this into, how hard it is for these guys to be right now there? You know how hard it is that they gave everything that they could? I don't think you guys put in their position. It's painful. And they had the chances, they create, they dominate an opponent that came here, that is good, that made the playoff. We didn't make the playoff. The standards of this club are high, but the reality right now is that we are not ready. And it's a process. And either we go all together in this, or we just gonna kill ourselves. And this is not the moment to blame anyone. It's not the moment to separate the guys. It's the moment to be together. We all made mistakes. They put a lot of effort there. They did more than their opponent to score more goals. And for whatever reason, this is why this sport is so difficult. It's unpredictable. And then with half of a chance, they score the first goal, or not even that. Then I think I'm proud because they worked so hard during the week to prepare this game. They came back after a disgraceful play, and they try. And sometimes things are not going in your way, but we just have to keep going again and again and again. If things are going well, we go again. If things are not going well, we go again, and that's it. But I think if we only focus on the result and the numbers, I think we all can have a type of judgment of the situation that it doesn't go with the reality of what we saw today. Against Vancouver, completely agree. We didn't deserve anything. We didn't perform well. But today, I don't see that. The only thing is a big result against a home. And if we only take that, it's I don't think it's fair. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it's fair.
Colby?
Mirto and Bukari seemed to struggle today. What was Minnesota doing? What would you attribute to their struggles?
I mean, they have big chances both today. I don't think they struggle much. I think when you play against Minnesota, I mean, we have to do an exercise about what team are we playing for, Minnesota lost against the best team right now in the whole CONCACAF area, right? Vancouver. But Minnesota is not a team that concede goals. They had an 8-game straight without losing. They made the playoff last year. They are a defensive team. They defend with 9 on 10 players behind the ball the whole time. Then we cannot think that we're going to score 5 goals here against this team. We have to be also analyzing, well, what teams are we playing against? We knew it's going to be tough. They were playing in a 5-3-2, and then against us, they put another more defender, 5-4-1. Then it's normal that at the beginning of the game that the team get stuck in some of the attacks because the opponent is with full energy, they are compact. But as the game goes through, we found ways. Buka has a chance, Mirto had a chance, Brandon had a chance. Then in the second half, we have multiple chances to score. Then we have to take into account that it's difficult. It is not easy, and this is why MLS is so difficult. And it is normal against a 5 defenders that it's difficult to break them, and more if they are very well organized and they don't move. And we just have to be patient, play some direct balls that we did, and we won the second balls and create dangerous plays. In transition, we create dangerous plays, and as the game went through, we found ways to get into the back line. But it is normal that we can struggle. For example, the other thing is against Vancouver, they were losing 1-0, and they changed to a back line of 4, and they concede 2 goals right away. Then it's not only that we struggle, it's most of the team struggle against Minnesota in the attacking side.
Eric?
Yeah, Coach. Just kind of about the front 3, Uzuni, Bukhari, and Vasquez. I mean, how concerned are you about the lack of goals?
I mean, I'm not more than concerned. I'm with them. I'm supporting them and trying to help them to get out of that situation. The more and more that we go against them, or is not productive. I think they are men that are really responsible, and they take care about and care about the club, care about the fans, care about everyone here, and they're the ones that more hurt they are. And me as a coach, I have to, support them, help them, and try to turn that narrative that there is now against them. And this is why this is the beauty of my job, is to help others. And then here is what I have to do, is to help them in these difficult moments. Now I believe more than ever to this group, more than ever, because they're a really, really hard work group that have a mentality that they want to turn things around in this club. And now it's not going in our way. And we knew, and always in the season, you have moments in the season that you struggle. It is not any team that not struggle during the season. And Vancouver will have their moment. But now I have to support them and help them. And now together, we are a team. It's the moment that we stick together, and the moment that we as a team turn things around. And the people that believe in us and support us in the tough moments, we're very thankful. And the people that use those moments to go against us, it gives us a motivation to turn things around.
Thank you. Then I wanted to ask about Danny Pereira. How much was his passing missed tonight?
Well, I think Danny is every player has a special qualities, and Danny is a player that has this way where he can dribble, he can get by a couple defenders, and then he can draw some of them and then free other defenders, other teammates to pass the ball, has a good cross, and he gets into dangerous areas. And missing him, we miss a part of that, And I think we have to just to get better in how we can, use other players in different roles. But I think, to be honest, without him, we were able to also create a good number of opportunities and situations that didn't go in our way. And we just have to keep playing. And right now, Danny has to focus on recover. And we have to focus on the players that we have and give the whole support and the help to change the things that is happening right now.
Phil? Yeah, so Minnesota is kind of a low possession team. 13 minutes into the match, you had 85% possession, ended with 65% possession. I was just wondering, it's kind of going into that game, did you have that expectation that you were going to have a lot of the ball, and what was kind of the thoughts around what you might do offensively with that?
Yeah, and the thing is, they've been playing the whole season in a 5-3-2, and then they switched today a 5-4-1, and we had to do a couple tweaks of what we've been preparing the whole week. And obviously, it took us a little bit into the game to get through that. The problem is when you have so many players behind the ball, it makes the game slow. And if you are too vertical and too direct in moments, it can come against you because the opponent can win those second balls. They're a very physical team. They're good on winning second balls. Forward that holds really well the ball. And this is the balance between how you can be aggressive going forward, but how can you have control of the game. And I think we started a little bit slow. We adjust a little bit in the second half. We changed our shape on the second half on our build-up. We were building more in a 2-3, and we changed to a 3-2. And it helped us to be more vertical, to access quicker to our forwards and our place in between the lines. And this is the takeaways that we take from the game today, that we could make that adjustment a little bit earlier in the first half, but we also wanted to explain well at the halftime with the board and them watching the video.
Okay. And then just defensively, I mean, obviously there's a lot of concerns about the offense, but your team has now lost 3 of their last 4 games, and those 3 losses are by a combined margin of 10-1. So the team was really defensively stout at the start of the season. And what's changed about that, or what are you seeing?
No, I mean, I think the first goal is a disgrace. I mean, the opponent didn't do much. Like as I said, they have a 0.8 expected goals. The first goal is a mistake that we had, and that you usually don't have those mistakes. The second goal is coming from a set piece, and they're a very strong team, and it's coming from recirculation, and we have to be better there. And the third goal is just, I think, it's another mistake that we had, and you can see the goal. It's not because we weren't bad on defensive. I think when we were defending, they didn't do much, and we won the ball. It was more in transition moments, in moments where we didn't have control that situation, and it's where they are a good team, and we kind of suffer some of their transitions, and we have to learn from that because we will play them soon again, and in the next game that we play against them, we have to be better on that.
Salome?
Profe, buenas noches. En varias ocasiones hemos podido notar que cuando el equipo está atacando y tienen una ocasión clara, prefieren patear el balón a ras de piso en lugar de levantarla algunas veces. ¿Es esto una decisión técnica o qué nos puede comentar sobre eso?
No, es una decisión de dónde está el espacio, ¿no? Si el espacio está ahí, es más fácil marcar un gol con el pie que con la cabeza. Y ellos tienen 3 centrales poderosos en el juego aéreo. Entonces nosotros sabíamos que podrían sufrir más por bajo. Y evidentemente pues hemos tenido bastantes situaciones de esas y creo que las podíamos haber aprovechado. De hecho, creo que hemos tenido solo una situación por arriba así clara de Sille. El resto, ellos han sido muy fuertes en el juego aéreo y por eso intentábamos que no darles en donde ellos son fuertes, ¿no?
Profe, en el partido pasado contra Houston, usted nos comentó que aún el equipo no estaba preparado al 100 para remontar y que era un reto muy bonito. Hoy el equipo inmediatamente después de los 2 goles bajó la mirada y se notó un poco desanimado. ¿Es algo emocional o algo mental que el equipo aún le cuesta revertir el resultado?
Bueno, yo creo que es un poco un cómputo de todo, porque al final si analizas bien el partido, cada vez que hemos ido por detrás en el marcador, hemos tenido una ocasión para empatarlo. Nos ha marcado el gol, hemos tenido la ocasión de Mirto, ¿no? Hemos tenido la ocasión de Buca. Hemos tenido ocasiones para hacer, nos han hecho los 0 y hemos tenido ocasiones para hacer, ¿no? La de Taylor, la de Robert, la de Brandon, la de Sille. Hemos tenido varias situaciones ahí, la de Brandon, el tiro que ha tenido la segunda parte. Entonces, yo creo que con un gol hubiese cambiado emocionalmente todo. El problema es que no hemos sido capaces de hacer ese gol. Pero yo sí que he visto una actitud diferente a la que vi en Houston. En Houston es verdad que creo que vimos un equipo más respondiendo más de manera desordenada, más con la emoción y menos con la cabeza. Hoy creo que hemos tenido esa capacidad de entender que si nos volvíamos un poco locos nos podrían hacer de mucho daño a la contra, y hemos persistido en intentar conseguirlo, y por eso yo creo que hoy que era un partido muy complicado para no, viniendo de lo que venimos, estar tranquilo y pensar con calma, y creo que hicimos un trabajo mejor del que fue en Houston, pero no suficiente, ¿eh? Con esto no quiero decir que yo esté contento con el resultado o que no, al contrario, estoy muy descontento con el resultado, estamos muy descontentos, los jugadores, yo, todos, porque nosotros queremos más y estamos muy descontentos, y eso no quiere decir que tengamos que ahora una competición muy bonita que viene por delante, que empieza el miércoles, y que queremos dar el primer paso, y por lo tanto tenemos que levantarnos rápido porque no hay tiempo para lamentarse, ¿no? Esto ya es pasado, ya no podemos hacer nada y hay que pensar en lo que viene, que es la verdad que ilusionante y muy bonito.
Jorge.
Buenas noches, profe. A mí me gustaría que me preguntara lo que le preguntó a Eric. A mí sí me gustaría estar en la posición de los jugadores y ganar lo que ganan y no hacer nada en la vida más que jugar fútbol. Es presión lo que tienen. ¿Por qué un jugador tan caro no funciona? Y hablo del caso de Bucari, se tardó 54 minutos en mandar un centro. Y veo como, con sus palabras, siento como que él hizo un juegazo.
No, yo no he hecho juicios individuales. He hecho a nivel colectivo, creo que el equipo ha intentado, ha seguido intentando, haciendo cosas, y él ha intentado buscar su espacio, sus momentos. Y si os fijáis, desde el partido de Houston, todos los equipos le meten 2 jugadores a él. Entonces, para él va a ser más difícil si no circulamos rápido el balón.
No es cierto eso no es cierto.
Sí.
Hoy lo tengo en video, lo grabé 5 minutos, nadie lo cubrió.
No.
Hoy, el día de hoy.
2 jugadores todas las veces.
Se lo voy a demostrar
si
que no en el video.
Si no, tenía el wingback y el central al lado esperándole. Y si no, tenía al extremo. Sí, míralo. Y el día de Houston, Linder, todas las veces bajó con él. Entonces, para eso es difícil, ¿no? Es difícil salir de una situación de 2 jugadores, ¿no? Entonces, lo que hace es que nos abre espacio y nos libera a otros jugadores, y ahí es donde nosotros tenemos que utilizar a esos otros jugadores. Como digo, sabíamos que era un partido complicado porque es un rival que siempre lo pone muy, muy difícil por la manera de jugar, por el físico que tiene. Tenemos que seguir mejorando y seguir aprendiendo cómo jugar este tipo de partidos y cómo hacer que jugadores como Bucari, jugadores como Sabo, como Owen, como Mirto, como Brandon tengan una oportunidad mejor para poder resolver dentro del campo, ¿no? Entonces ahí tenemos que ser, desde lo colectivo, tenemos que ayudar al jugador de manera individual.
Y obviamente la frustración de hoy es entendible, pero todos los partidos son iguales, profe. Son las mismas llegadas, 4, 2, 5 llegadas. Hemos tenido 2 partidos buenos que se los he comentado, pero en realidad ha sido exactamente igual toda la temporada. Escasez de llegadas y bueno, las palabras de ustedes que vamos avanzando, pero ¿en dónde vemos ese avance?
Bueno, yo creo que normalmente para mí siempre el resultado es una mentira, ¿vale? El resultado no refleja lo que un partido es. Yo siempre creo que se aprende mucho más de las derrotas porque al final hay consecuencia, ¿no? En el que cuando uno no ha estado bien o no ha hecho las cosas bien, se aprende más y se puede llegar más al jugador. Pero no quiere decir que hayamos hecho todo mal. Yo creo que hemos jugado partidos peores aquí en casa que el de hoy, y hemos tenido una recompensa mayor que el de hoy. Y hoy simplemente pues tenemos que mejorar en ciertos aspectos que una serie de errores que hemos cometido nos llevan a tener el partido en contra. Hay partidos que es verdad que no hemos tenido esas llegadas, sí, hemos estado hemos sido más predecibles, no hemos tenido soltura. Yo creo que hoy dentro de la dificultad que era este partido y conforme juega el rival y encima el rival yendo por delante, que todavía lo hace más complicado, creo que hemos encontrado maneras que nos hacen ver que podemos utilizar de cara al futuro. Por eso yo siempre soy una persona optimista, una persona que cree que todo en la vida pasa por algo y esta derrota nos está pasando ahora mismo por algo, igual que la de Houston. Y creo que los equipos se forjan y la mentalidad de los equipos se forjan sufriendo y se forjan pasando las malas. Porque ahí es cuando valoras las otras cosas y cuando realmente das ese paso hacia adelante, ¿no? Y si somos capaces, que lo seremos, de dar ese paso adelante todos juntos, yo creo que nos hará un equipo más completo.
Eric, back to you.
And Nico, just one follow-up from earlier, because you mentioned we don't know how difficult it is for those players. I just want to hear what you mean by that. I mean, these are professional players. Some of them make
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah, and this is like the funny thing. The people think like because you make money, you are not a human being. And then probably they can have the same issues that someone that makes less money. Because they're humans, they're not. The only thing is they were gifted with a quality, and because the market and because it put them to make that money, it doesn't mean that. And the same with the actors, the models, everything. Tennis players, everything. They make money, but you can see how they have suffered from anxiety, suffered from pressure, suffered from other things because they are humans. And sometimes we think because they make money, they cannot have a tough moment in their lives. And we all have tough moments in our lives. And it doesn't matter how much money you make because you're a human being. And if someone tells you because money you're going to be different, it's not that. It's not the reality. You know, you have good moments in your life and tough moments. Doesn't matter how much money you make. When you have the exposure that these guys have every single day with the outside people and everyone making comments about them and everything, they're humans and this affects to everyone. And it doesn't matter that they care about the people. This is why it affects them, because they care. If they don't care, wouldn't affect them. But they care about what they are doing, they care about the team, and they care to do things well. And I think sometimes we have to make ourselves reflect on that, because I'm not saying that we have to push them. I'm not saying that we have to do better. We have to. I'm the first one that I'm going to be really, really demanding with them, and I told them there. But I'm going to do in a way that they can feel that, you know, they have our back. That we're here to help them. We're here to overcome the obstacles that this season is giving us now together. Because if we don't do that together, it will be worse. And we don't want things going worse. We want things going well. And now we have to bring everyone together. And I'm not saying that the fan has to be upset or disappointed. I'm not saying that. We have to. Because we lost 3-0 at home. We have to. But how we change is my job with them to change that. And we'll do it. Because they're great guys and they want to change it. And they will come stronger, for sure.
Anybody else have a further question for Nico? Jorge, will you pass back to Jorge?
Profe, entonces se vienen semanas complicadas. Van a tener prácticamente 4 partidos en 2 semanas. ¿Cómo se prepara? ¿Qué es lo que espera? ¿Qué tiene en mente para estos 4 partidos?
A ver, vamos a tener 8 y si sale bien lo del miércoles, 9 partidos, seguro, este mes, en un mes. Hemos jugado 10 partidos en 3 meses y ahora vamos a jugar en un mes 7 partidos de liga y 1 de copa y si todo va bien, otro. Entonces, recuperar, pasar página y centrarse en lo siguiente, porque el pasado nos ayuda a mejorar, a lo que tenemos que mejorar, a estar dolidos por lo que pasó, pero sobre todo a seguir hacia adelante, a seguir mirando hacia adelante. Y es la única manera. No hay tiempo para lamentarse, no hay tiempo para pensar esto pasó, no. Lo siguiente, atención total a eso y salir a por todas porque no hay tiempo para lamentos ahora.
El de Copa podría ser una buena oportunidad para levantar el ánimo. ¿Va a salir con equipo completo o equipo alterno?
Y yo lo digo, todo este mes vamos a salir con el mejor equipo. Todo este mes. Entonces, vamos a ver cómo recupera la gente, quién está disponible, quién está en un buen momento, quién está en un momento más bajo y a partir de ahí elegir al mejor 11 que tengamos para ganar cada partido. Entonces, el tema de rotar o no vamos a sacar el mejor 11. ¿Que habrá cambios en algunas alineaciones? Seguro, porque es imposible jugar los 90 minutos todos los partidos. Hay un riesgo de lesión, también hay un riesgo de que no se pueda competir bien porque uno está cansado. Entonces, dentro del plantel que tenemos muchas opciones, conseguir sacar el mejor 11 para cada partido.
Gracias, Jorge. Thank you, everybody. We'll wrap there. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.